Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy frasskellabeats, man, and we back with another video. This is more like a tutorial, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm gonna walk you through how I come up with, you know what I'm saying, my concept for this beat. I'm also gonna be posting this beat on my page, so you guys could look out for that. It's probably gonna be my newest video to date, which is gonna be Friday, August 7th. So you could look out for that one, or if you're watching this video at a later date, you're just gonna have to try to find this by the sound. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's get right into it, man. We're not gonna waste no time. So we got our main melody right here. You could copy these notes if you want to, and make it work how you want to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Lower octaves, higher octaves. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. Because anyway, in dancehall, especially, this beat is more like a vibey, trap, emotional, dark dancehall, modern dancehall beat. You know what I'm saying? So you could take root notes or main notes or whatever keys from this and make your own shit, you know what I'm saying, and just make it sound a little bit different. You don't gotta make it sound the way that I make it sound. Because like I was saying earlier, is in emotional dancehall or trap dancehall, the piano and the bass notes of the piano is damn near sound the same, and probably 80-90% of all of them anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you could copy some shit and make it into your own without making it so obvious. But let's get into it though. Too much chit chatting. Let's get it. That's pretty much the whole. I got a panoramic EQ. You know what I'm saying? I'm cutting out about in the what is this? Cutting out some of the lows right here. Cutting out some of the highs at about the 7K range right here, and just about over the what you call it? How many hertz? About hold on, what is this? I think I'm cutting about in the 68 hertz section. I'm cutting off all these ends over here. You know what I'm saying? So that the shit doesn't sound too distorted or too empty. You know what I'm saying? We got some reverbs going on as well. You know what I'm saying? For the reverb, you don't gotta copy my settings. You could use whatever sound good to your ear. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's shit gonna sound different. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little melody to go with that. You know what I'm saying? Adding a little bit of extra spice to what we already have going on. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much it's the same shit for this panoramic EQ2. You know what I'm saying? And we're cutting into the 4,000 range on the low ends. And on the high ends, we cutting in about the 8K ranges. You know what I'm saying? Let's turn off the master and plugin so we're not gonna get too much of that distortion shit. You're gonna always get that in any DAW that you're using, mainly, especially when you're after you finish mixing and mastering. If you're running a lot of plugins, you know what I'm saying? So don't really stress that too much. Thirdly, I'm gonna solo this. I have like a nice little opera going on. And if you don't have this plugin, man, I would advise you to go check this out. It's called Opus. And you could subscribe for about $20 a month. This comes with a lot of good shit. You get what I'm saying? Like live voices, live pianos, violins, orchestras, harps, fantasy voices, you know what I'm saying, choirs, backup singers, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of sounds, and I don't have the whole playlist installed that this comes with. Cause, and if you're gonna download this, I'm not gonna lie to you, make sure you have a good computer, you know what I'm saying, with good RAM and good storage space, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit, the library I'm using right now, and it's probably about maybe 50% of the library that it comes with, I'm probably taking up maybe 150 gigabytes worth of space with all these downloads right here. But it's a lot of shit, and it's good shit. But let's get into it. So this is one of the sounds that's coming out of that plugin. You know what I'm saying? I'm just following the root notes. You know what I'm saying? I play it with the piano and I'm saying that sounds really nice to me. You know what I'm saying? Then I also think I used Pro Q4 on that. Yeah, I did use Pro Q4, and I'm just cutting out some of the let's solo that again. I'm cutting out some of those, like when she's like really screaming into it. I was finding those to be a little bit annoying, so I in about the 680 range, I cut some of those out. In the 1400 range, I cut some of those out as well. I cut everything down to about -6 decibels, and in the 2700 range, I cut some, and I boosted some air at around, you know what I'm saying, in the under highs. I boosted some, added some air on the high ends. You get what I'm saying? So her vocals could breathe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I play it with the EQ in the background. As you can see, like whenever she starts screaming, you see that? Like those are like dropping. And what I did, I made it dynamic, right? So only when she's coming in and she's screaming, as you can see, look at the yellow line. When the yellow line go down, see sometimes it go down. See that go down at a different time. And these two, look, like they're fighting for their life, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like without these, it was sounding like she was overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? And you could notice on the air part as well. Whenever she needs air, look at this. Like right now, it's about to go up. See? Whenever she needs air, you know what I'm saying? It's adding it. So if you don't have Fab Filter Pro Q3 or Pro Q4, man, you got to get into these plugins. Like this plugin is probably one of the best to me ever. It's not one of the best. It's the best to me ever. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to like EQing. Alright, so next on the list we have, it's coming from the same Opus bundle again. As you can see, these are like real nice, you know what I'm saying, like live voices. Like it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta check this plugin out. For $20 a month, I think it's worth it for what it comes with. There's a lot of good shit in there. Like you could really produce a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like both of these together sound really good. I play the main notes as well. You know what I'm saying? Sounds really good together. I'm saying, then also from the same bundle, I got me a nice little guitar from that same bundle, which is coming out of the Steve Stevens guitar, and I'm using clean guitars, and I'm using the clean guitar flash chords, and you don't really gotta play no goddamn notes. You could just use a bass note, and you know what I'm saying, it's low-key like a long strum. Bang. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just following the bass notes of pretty much this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I come up with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, you gotta make sure when you're blending sounds together, man. You wanna EQ and you wanna turn down. You can't just have everything competing with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing in beat making or engineering. You can't have your sounds clashing with each other. You know what I'm saying? You always have to turn those loud instruments down. You know what I'm saying? Or the loud vocals down to blend with whatever else you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So with this guitar, this was very loud. So as you can see, it's probably one of the lowest sounds. You know what I'm saying? As far as mixer wise, it's pretty much all the way turned down. Only thing that's lower than that is my open hats. You get what I'm saying? I don't really like my open hats to be really loud, so it's pretty much turned down. But the piano is second on that list, and I just have a Nice little Pro Q4 going on, and let me solo that. And I'm just cutting some highs and cutting some mids and sectioning it to where it's not competing with anything else in the roll. Okay, I gotta solo it right here too. You know what I'm saying? You could low key even, you know what I'm saying? Bring it over if you want, you know what I'm saying? Whatever sound good to your ear, you know what I'm saying? But just EQ it and boost it so it's not, you know what I'm saying? All that shit over here, you could cut all of this shit out. Everything over here, you definitely want to cut all this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna save any of that. Then that brings us to the bass. You know what I'm saying? Again, all I'm doing here is just following the bass notes of what I already created. You know what I'm saying? Like low key, all I'm doing is just following this pattern for the bass line. Just following that, and you could just add to it. You know what I'm saying? However you want. You know what I'm saying? You could. I'm not sure if this is gonna play, but you could legit just double tap. I mean double click and go to put the slide note on, and not sure if this is gonna work. It doesn't work for this. You know what I'm saying? This is a weird bass. It doesn't work for all basses, but you could style it up a little bit however you want. You know what I'm saying? I could change this bass and finesse it if I want, but I like this bass. It's very subtle and very nice. And on my bass, I'm just taking out, there's a lot of ions on this. I'm just taking out the ions. You know what I'm saying? And that's about like what, 30K, in the 30K range. I'm just taking all those out. And I do have an X-Rack Pro on here, and I'm using the bass clarity preset. I think this is in basses. You know what I'm saying? And I did mess with the compression a little bit and the warm and the crisp section. Just a tad bit, not too much. You know what I'm saying? Add a little fuzz to the bass, you know what I'm saying? Instead of making it feel and sound regular. You know what I'm saying? Next I got me a nice little bell following the root notes as well. You know what I'm saying? This is essential. This is key to me when making emotional beats or trap dancehall beats. You know what I'm saying? Like a bell always sets the tone for me. You know what I'm saying? I play it with some of these notes up here. Like that hit, it just sounds so satisfying. You know what I'm saying? And on my bell, I got a panoramic EQ, and I'm just cutting a lot of highs and a lot of lows as well. You know what I'm saying? So the bell is not all over the place as well. And I'm also adding a little reverb to that. And as I explained before, you could do whatever you want for your reverb, whatever sounds good to your ear. You know what I'm saying? And next, I got some open hats. However you want to place those, you know what I'm saying, to your ear, you could place those. You know what I'm saying? That's all up to you. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice little, what you call those? Perk, but what the fuck do they call these again? It's like a laser perk in a way. They have different sounding ones, but that's the one I went with on this one. Then at the end of this, I got me a nice little organ slide. I forgot who plugin this, who drum kit this came out of. I think it's Southside. You know what I'm saying? Sounds pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? Then I got my regular snares. Whatever works for you, works for you. You know what I'm saying? This is what works for me. You know what I'm saying? Something simple. Basic dancehall pattern. I got me a nice little clap. You know what I'm saying? Like right before the second hit on the snare, I got me a nice little clap, you know what I'm saying, to bring it out a little bit. And that brings me to the kicks. You know what I'm saying? And I play the kick with the bass. You could add some 808s to this too, you know what I'm saying? Like if that works for you, add some 808s to this, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you cross over into like the verses, you could turn the bass off and then you could have your 808s, you know what I'm saying? That's what I usually do, but for this one, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna keep the bass and you'll hear why. You know what I'm saying? But I pretty much showed you pretty much all the notes, and all that good stuff. Let me take you to how the beats sound after I laid it out. I don't make beats how everybody else make the beats in FL Studios where they cut or use a different pattern every time. You know what I'm saying? I make everything on one pattern. Then I go to clone, right? And I make a new pattern. So now I have pattern one and pattern two. Then I go to pattern two, you know what I'm saying? And then I go to cut. And I go to split by channel. And what that do is, see, I got pattern one where I could come back to. And then you got pattern two now is split into each individual channel. You get what I'm saying? Then all you got to do is, not there. You come over here and then you go right here. And you can, as you can see, everything is right here. So you got pattern one, which is going to be every single thing the way you made the beat. And then you have every single thing. So what you got to do is you got to click on main, and then you drop that there. Then you go back up here. You go to your second one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes beats different, and I'm probably like one of the few that make it this way. I find it to be a lot more neat and organized. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. But let's get into it. Let's make sure everything is, nothing is solo. Yep, everything was solo. But sometimes I just like to go back and just look at this right here, and it just looks nice. And you could just play everything, you know what I'm saying? And when you're ready to come over here, you just hit.
You made that for us, Killa.
And you know, this is how I laid the beat out. That's how I laid the beat out. Here we go. Run in, run out, step in, step out, step in, step out. We end the job. Run in, run out, run in, run out, run in, with them blood run in the job. It's a freestyle, a good thing, you know. You can lay it out the way you want, you know what I'm saying? But this is just the way I laid it out. You know what I'm saying? I got an 8 bar for my hook. Then I got 16 bars for my verses, you know what I'm saying? And for my second verses, I like to put another 8 for my hook, another 8 for my verse. You know what I'm saying? And that flows back into another hook again, which flows into my outro. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much my outro, and the beat is about 2 minutes and about 45 seconds long. And there you go, man. That's how you make a Fraskella modern dancehall, emotional, chopper, you know what I'm saying, trap, dancehall beat, you know what I'm saying. I feel like with this one you could label it as all in one for those categories that I mentioned, yo. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment. And this beat will be posted. You gotta mark the date. Today's what? Friday, August 7th. I will be posting this beat right after I upload this video. So whoever needs it, whoever wants it, want to use it, you know what I'm saying, it will be available. You can just check the comment section of each beat. My email will be there and my Discord will be there. So you could join the Discord or just email me and we could talk about me sending this beat over to you and what are my requirements and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But thanks for checking this out, man. I hope you make some bangers using this melody or whatever you want to take from here, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.